So Cosmos is here. I know Cosmos has been here. I'm a few days late. Yeah. I know. I've just been a little busy doing some stuff, but I know a lot of people have been struggling with it though. So I figured while getting my clears out and my runs out on the Cosmos, let's talk about some ways to take it down. So with this Cosmos in particular, the enemies, the Gigas is here. One, they're weak to fire. Do not bring any ice. So Shiva's a goner. Ifrit's your best summon. Their biggest thing is if they break you, they follow up with much harder hitting attacks that can raise their brave up exponentially to about 26k, which can be brought down, but that's a pain and a half. So basically, the big thing about this Cosmos here is that you got to play on the defensive a little bit. You have to actually back off, take your time. Slow and steady wins the race with this one. I'm going to give you my team comp that I have here on, and what I can say would be good recommendations to swap for it. So first off, let's talk about our supports. So my support was Freya. Freya's heals and her bravery gen, they're sufficeable, but she's mostly just here for the battery that her Race's Wind gives, and which, helps support the party with some sizable bravery gen. And Dragon's Breath, which is an amazing splash damage attack that, since she is synergy, she can hit up to about 42k on main target, and, splash damage the rest. I would definitely say, if you do not have Freya, if you're choosing not to build Freya, which I don't understand why you would not in the first place, Freya is a fantastic 35 CP, cost-efficient character that will take you through almost most of Cosmos just because of how fantastic she is as a support character. A very cost-efficient support character. She will carry you through most of Cosmos as a fantastic support unit. If you do not have her, if you're skipping her for any reason, maybe you want to save for Vayne, who's coming up. He should actually be the next character event. We'll be getting more details tomorrow during their next community stream. I digress. If you're saving for characters like Zac, Fran, other characters are coming down the road. Maybe Noctis, he'll be returning after Zac. Yada yada, so on and so forth. For whatever reason you're choosing not to build Freya, Lena would be your next best option. Lena is actually very good because she resists debuffs 100%. So the Lamia's mythical enchant, where she stops regardless of who she attacks, stops anyone from attacking. And the Frost Giants from slowing down your speed, because they do drop the speed with their Blizzard attack. Their Blizzard Punch. And she also lowers the Int Brave, which is pretty good, keeping them low, keeping that Brave manageable. Unlike Freya, though, she does not hit near as hard. So if you don't have that EX weapon, honestly, she's a hard pass on that. Next, I would recommend an off healer / off brave battery. What I mean by off is someone who isn't specifically designed for healing or brave battery, but has it built into their mechanics. My choice is Firion. Firion's blood weapon, 1, revitalizes his own health, so he keeps him nice and full, while also revitalizing his brave after the attack to ward off possible breakage. His seize attack, while it's not an ample amount, his seize attack actually does brave battery the party, so you can actually, keep everyone full. If he's up next and attacking, you can always shoot off a seize attack to avoid another party member from being broken. And his weapons master is actually really good for this, because with Freya and him running their auras and their passives together, and their buffs together, his max brave does get quite high. So weapons master does do a great amount of AoE 100% damage to both targets, and he's really fantastic for the mid stage. If you don't have Firion, Paladin Cessa would be the next best. Would be my next best choice. He's got great brave heals. He's got great off heals. He's got splash damage built into his EX. The only thing is Paladin Cecil doesn't hit near as hard as Firion, nor does he have efficient overflow like Firion does. He doesn't have overflow in his first ability. and the overflow on his EX and his second ability, Saint's Flame, is very minuscule, but he does have the Holy Imperil, so he'll find himself capping out at his max damage quite often. But that would be my next best choice as an off healer. Now, you don't need to bring these characters; they're just useful for utilizing and keeping your party alive. You can't run just another damage dealer, or like I am running the support, an off healer, off brave, and a damage dealer. My choice specifically for this is Sephiroth. One, because Furion and Sephiroth make an absolutely fantastic combo. They make such a great combination, it's unreal. Like, they're so good together, because Furion's auras just buff up the entire team's max brave, and Seized Attack helps Sephiroth, making sure he's capping on his attacks and everything. For whatever reason, they just work so well together, and Black Materia is just a small step behind in its recast rate compared to Weapons Master. So you're constantly shooting off heavy hitting AoE HP damage EXs that have really good effects to them, especially with Sephiroth's, his reducing their speed built into that. Like for Black Materia, it reduces the amount of speed with his reunion buff, and he gets a free turn usage out of that, so you can utilize more Octaslashes because that's his most heavy hitting attack. Other damage dealers: Cloud, Jex, Renoa, Golbez. All of these characters are extraordinarily useful for this. Golbez and Renoa, Renoa has more splash damage. Golbez is split damage, but he still does a lot of damage with the Dark Imperil. Cloud with the paralyzing and the launch. Jack, he does fire damage, the straight up damage. He has splash damage built into his EX. They're all fantastic. If you don't somehow, for whatever reason, have any of these characters built, even Kuja, going a little bit further back, Kuja would be a good choice. Beatrix isn't so bad herself if you have her. You really need to accommodate to her because she's fallen off just a little bit with her damage. So an off brave, 2 brave battery supports would benefit her just fine. You want to make sure you accommodate to her. But my choice of my team is a support, a off support / damage dealing unit, and a damage dealing unit. That's my choice. Friend wise, honest to God, you can choose just about anything you want as a friend. The biggest one would probably be Quistis, which I'm going to use now. I've even seen, let me see, they're on my friends list. They're not here right now. I even seen, some people run Twins, because the Twins are absolutely fantastic. The Twins would actually be a great choice to bring in your main party. They have a lot of skill usage, and they have a high max brave, and their AoE HP damage will help out a lot in the mid stage. The only upset is that they don't have overflow, but for a Cosmos built like this, the Twins shine so much. But we're gonna bring Quistis. Even if I fail this run, I'm still gonna put this video up. I'm still gonna put this video out because I feel the commentary that I'm giving is a little more important than me actually clearing it. Because I'll show you here, I've already cleared it. There are plenty of videos of you guys seeing people who've already cleared it. I've cleared it with a score of 300,071 with this exact team here. So even if I mess up just a bit along the way, even if we fail it, I'm still going to get this video out because I feel the commentary that I'm giving is a little more important than me actually clearing it. You guys probably by now have seen plenty of clears through other channels such as QE, the Sensational Ian, the Broadway Saiyan, so DFFOO. They've all talked about it. They've all done it. So let's get on with it. Now the first wave is really easy. It's just these 2 little mammoth things. I always go about it like this: set up the Seize Attack, set up the Race's Win. There we go. Everyone's max brave is up and going, and we're ready to rock and roll. The next wave, I don't waste another skill with with Freya. You want to be as effective, but I do set up the Blood Weapon. Get Furion's max brave as high as it can, takes that thing out. Then we take down C with the Brave Attack. C will move back, Sephiroth would have got a chance to attack. We set up the Octaslash, so the Genova buff is up and going. So Sephiroth's speed has been increased, and his max brave is looking pretty good. And then we just HP attack this thing to death. Alright. Now here, if you have enough splash damage and AoE HP damage, like if you have the twins and you have Freya, you can target the Lamia Queen most often. If you do not have it, make sure you are very wary of Zidane, however you want to say his name. I call him Zidane. Eiko's not going to do anything. Her smite will brave battery the enemy team. That's just about it. She doesn't HP attack unless she can, and she only shoots off brave attacks. Zidane will slow you down. And his free energy is very scary because he can use it to get to a level where he's going to kill you. So you got to watch out for that. But we're going to Dragon's Breath, get the Dragon's Crest buff up and going. Just like so. She's going to scoot in. This is nice. We're going to use Seize Attack. We're going to target down the Lamia Queen. We're going to get the damage going. Oh, look at that. Alright. We're going to Fervent Blow again. Because we want to start getting their EXs up as quickly as possible, because this stage is mostly crucial. We're going to Dragon's Breath again, because the Lamia Queen is targeting Freya. She's not going to be able to get her to attack again. 43,000. I want you guys to jot that number down in your brain, because it's insane. There we go. Okay. Sephiroth, yep, here we go. Excuse me. And then the other two are going to be down. The Lamia Queen is far behind. We're going to Blood Weapon. We're going to keep this going. We're going to keep up the damage, but we're going to stop for now using abilities on Freya. We have a free ability turn, so we're going to Octaslash. Here we go. Alright. Again, I'm not focused on it at all, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to Brave Attack her. We want to save some Iberians, oh my lord, abilities with Furion as well. But we're going to keep up the pressure with Sephiroth, because we can abuse his free his free skill usages. Alright. Let's do it. Another Octaslash. Want to keep that damage going. Want to keep it flowing. Furion, is your EX up? No, it's not. It'll be up next turn. That's fine. Alright, we're going to wait for Zidane to come back before we use another Dragon's Breath. Alright. Sephiroth's EX should be back. Yep, there we go. As well as Furion's. Alright, and we're going to get that free skill turn. So we're actually not going to do that. We're going to take down Zidane, because I'm not about to waste a free skill turn on the Lamia Queen when Furion can take her out, and I'll show you why. Boop. Bam. Oh! She lived. Yeah, but we're gonna have, yeah, there we go. Alright. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. And then in this next wave, it's just another ice ball, two fish. Sorry, two fish. We're just gonna Fervent Blow. I'm not really too worried about wasting abilities with Sephi, because Sephi, honestly, we can abuse Sephi. And we do have to reset up the buffs. It's crucial that we do that now. Alright. So, the biggest kicker will be if they're both targeting the same person. So this is absolutely fantastic. They're both targeting Furion. Variance buffs are about to go away. That's fine. We can refresh those after the attack is done. But here we go. Now the key thing is we're gonna set up just a teeny bit amount of damage on both of them. But you can either whittle them both down, or you could target one specifically and make your life a lot easier. If you make your life a lot easier, trust me, by blitzing one down, having to only deal with one, even at half HP, is much better than still having to deal with both of them and warding off brave attacks. So we're going to attack the A side just this once, and then we're going to focus down the rest of the damage on B. But materia is up. Perfect. Don't target Sephiroth, please. I can work with this, actually. Okay, so they're targeting. Alright. I see the plagues here. I see what we're gonna do. And see, this is why an off Brave battery is so crucial. Because we're gonna do this again. We should Brave attack. We should have Blood Weapon, but Furian's Brave battery is just enough. It's just enough. All right, so that's attacking all. We're gonna. We're going to Dragon's Breath again. One more time. Dragon's Breath one more time. We can save 3 for the summon. Okay. Alright, they're both broken. Not just yet. He'll get that back. Perfect. This is good. And then we'll jump. I don't believe the wallop will do enough. I don't believe the wallop will do enough. But that'll do it right there. Yeah, that'll do that right there. So we were just kind of in a little bit of a bad predicament. That I kind of made worse myself. To be perfectly honest. But alright, well, Fervent Blow. But this will be a good time for us to summon anyway. Once we get back to Furian's turn, we'll push just a little bit more damage. I'm going to do this. Break him. Alright. Weapons Master. And then we're going to go into the summon. Okay. Octoslash because we've got a freeze turn usage. I'm going to wait on the race's win until we get Quistis in here because we're going to swap out Furion. Nice. Here we go. And I'm going to bring Quistis in and we're going to push A back. I don't care about B because we can keep management on B. We're gonna do another Octoslash because that's our most powerful. Nice, 71. Now we got a Dragon's Breath again. We can't miss out on this damage. Keep him back. Nice. Here we go. I think we can kill him, though. So, yeah, I'm going to Homing Whip honestly, he's low enough anyway. I'm not worried about if he breaks us anymore. But we're going to homing whip this one and get that speed down. Perfect. Yeah, he's done. All right. And now we're going to jump. Well, we'll save a little bit on Freya. We're going to make sure we can keep her around. We're going to Degenerator Whip. Yeah, keep him back. And everything's looking nice here. Okay. We can afford to Octoslash again. We'll homing whip one more time. Cool, we'll get her nice and full. Yep, let's do it. Fervent Blow. Another thing is I forgot to mention, you want to make sure you're very careful from this point on with breaks. Especially when they have already broken you previously, because if they break you after they've already broken you once, like say I got broken here with the Ice Quake. Ooh, just like that. If he would have broken anything right there, that would have been super scary because they get crazy high amounts of turn rate. Alright. And then we're going to Black Materia. Race's Wind. Get Sephi nice and full so he's not getting broken again. Furion still has a ton of abilities left. So even after now that Sephi and Freya are practically clean, he's still going to be pushing for damage. This should be it right here. Boom. Just like that. There we go. And that is that. Let's see, did I beat my old score? No, that's okay. Alright, so yeah, these are my personal recommendations. A support, which either Freya or Lena. You can bring others like Kate Sith, Deuce. You just have to be a little cautious with them. Only because these enemies hit hard, so being broken is one of your biggest worries. On top of being broken with their own effects, if you have someone like Deuce who's going to lose the damage she's giving, additional attack damage she's giving to the party, you know, that's just a little too much there. And she doesn't do a lot like she used to. Especially since she only does one brave hit each. Kate Sith, his damage is too focused on making sure he's at full before he can do anything. Not only that, he doesn't have a lot of skill usages put in there. Lena and Freya are probably your best bets. If you don't have them, don't worry. This has been done with no supports, as a matter of fact. You can check out a channel, DFFOO. I mentioned him before. Check him out. I'll actually put a link in the description below on a few other channels that, you know, are clearing Cosmos and can give you an idea on how to actually beat this if you haven't yet already. But my recommendations are definitely to be bringing a support, an off healer slash off brave battery slash damage dealer, or another damage dealer and a damage dealer on top of that. Usually I would bring my Daddy Jack. Daddy Jack he's phenomenal for this. I'll tell you that he's phenomenal. But I just cannot break up the Wombo combo of Furion and Sephiroth. They are just too good. They're just too good. All right, but that'll do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and I hope this is useful for you.